As educators, a lot of our calendar events repeat week after week after week. They may not repeat for the entire year, they may repeat for just one quarter, but there's still a lot of repetition to the things that we do day in and day out. For example, our classes are always the same time throughout the week. Now, they may not be Monday through Friday, but you might have Sociology 101 every single Monday throughout a term. Google Calendar gives us the ability to use recurring events and to set parameters to those events so we can quickly take the items that recur in our schedule and build them into our calendar. For this video, we're going to go ahead and add some office hours for one quarter of the year. To help us out, I've created a Word document with some sample office hours we can use to build into our calendar. This is located in Chapter 3 of the exercise files, and it's titled Office Hours. Here I can see that my office hours Monday and Friday are from 1 to 2 p.m., and then on Wednesdays they're from 3:30 to 5, and that my term's going to run from January 2nd to April 15th. Let's go ahead and head back to Google Calendars to build in this recurring event. The first thing I'm going to do is go to the starting month for this particular event. I'm going to use the side navigation, click over to January, and then just go ahead and click somewhere in the month. I can now see in the main screen the month of January is appearing. The term starts on January 2nd, which is a Thursday, but my office hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means that Friday the 3rd is actually going to be the official start of my first office hour. Here I'm going to double click. If you single click, you can quickly add an event and then change the parameters of the event later. By double clicking, you automatically open the event so you can build all the parameters in right away. This event title is going to be called Office Hours. I'm going to unselect all day, which is going to give me the opportunity to add some times. Now Fridays, my office hours are from 1 until 2 p.m. By default, Google is going to automatically set up a 1-hour time limit. If for some reason you'd like the default to be 15 minutes or 30 minutes, you can change this by going into the settings section of Google Calendar. Now at this point, if I were to hit the save button, I would have created the office hours just for January 3rd from 1 to 2 p.m. However, I know that these same times are going to repeat on Monday and Friday through the entire term. So I'm going to go and select to repeat this event. This will bring up the repeat dialog box. Now the formula we'll be repeating with is a weekly formula. That means that however I tell this particular formula to repeat, it's going to repeat on a weekly basis. I can also choose to repeat it every other week, every third week, every fourth week, but because my office hours are every single week, I'll choose to leave it at repeating every 1 week. The next step is to choose the days that it's going to repeat on. Automatically Friday is selected since that's where I started building this event in. I'm going to add into that every single Monday. We're going to start on 1/3 and we're going to end on April 15th. I'll just click over to April, come down to the 15th and select it. I'm going to go and click the Done button. The repeating formula for this particular event now shows right next to the word repeat. If at any time I'd like to change this, I can always come back to editing this particular event and click the Edit button next to repeat. Let's go and add some information for this event, such as where. And for the description, I'll say by appointment only. As I scroll down, I also have the ability to set reminders. Now, because this is a repeating event, if I add a reminder at this stage, it's going to add a reminder to every single time this event happens. I think I will add a reminder for the system to email me 30 minutes before each of my office hours. That way I have time to get across campus to my office. I'm going to have it show me as busy during this time, and I'm going to leave the privacy set to default. If you leave the privacy set to default, then whatever calendar you've selected to add this to, the privacy settings of that calendar will manage the privacy settings of this particular event. If I wanted to, I can make this private so that only I could see it, or I can make it open to the entire public. I think we're ready to go ahead and save this event. Let's click on the Save button. I can now see my calendar that from 1 to 2 p.m. every Monday and Friday I have an office hour. The last step is just to go into Wednesdays and build in the Wednesday recurring. Once again, I will double click to open an event, title it Office Hours. This time it's from 3:30 to 5. I'm going to repeat this event weekly every 1 week on Wednesday. It's going to start on the 8th and it's going to end on April 15th. Now you'll notice that April 15th is a Tuesday, which really means that this event's going to end on the 9th, but I don't have to put it on the 9th. I can go ahead and select April 15th and the calendar will do all the work for me. I'll click Done, where my office, description, by appointment only. We'll set my reminder at 30 minutes. And we'll click Save. So there we are. Within the matter of a few minutes, we're able to take the office hours for the entire quarter and schedule them. Now, I added this to the school planning calendar, which means only people that can view this calendar will be able to view my office hours. This is an important thing to keep in mind as you're setting up office hours to make sure the proper people can see them.